Hi everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you in lovely professional university Edu-Webinars. My name is Dalvinder Kaur and I'm your host for today's webinar. As I can see, people are still joining, so let's wait for a few more minutes or so that everyone can join. Till then, let me take you all on a virtual tour of our beautiful university. So here it is. Sorry, I'm going to play again.
Finishes at 90 meters, 23.
Thanks everyone for calling. So let's talk about the call response. Is this video real or AI? No, this video is absolutely a real video. No AI is harmed in making this video. So for the people who wants to see this video again, I'll share the link in the chat box later in 2-3 minutes. So as I can see, everyone has joined. So let's dive into today's topic, that is cybersecurity careers in the age of artificial intelligence. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day, Mr. Pradipto Chakrabarti, Regional Director, South Asia at CompTIA. So now I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Mr. Ankit Kaushal. Mr. Ankit is a discipline success leader at Lovely Professional University with over 5+ years of experience in education sector. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any question you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. Now I'm going to hand over this session to our expert, Mr. Pradipto Chakrabarti, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from him. Over to you, Mr. Pradip. Can you please unmute yourself first, Mr. Pradipto?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dalvinder, and thank you so much, Ankit, for giving me this opportunity. First and foremost, let me share my screen, and if you could just confirm whether you're able to view my screen, that would be a great help. Okay, all right. So are you able to see my slide and my screen?
Yeah, it's visible. You can continue.
Sure. Thank you so much. Very good morning, everyone. I would start by congratulating every one of you because you've passed a huge major milestone in your life. And I assume that most of you are eagerly looking forward to what you would like to do over the next 4 years of your graduation. And it's really a privilege for me to be here today and share some of the observations that I've had from the industry, specifically around artificial intelligence and cybersecurity topics, which has got conferences that go on for 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, uh, and it can go on and on and on. But then, due to the interest of time, I'm sure that I've been able to cull out a few key pointers that will be helpful for you. The whole objective is that by spending the next 40 minutes, 45 minutes of your valuable time, what will you get out of it, from a very high level? And that's the objective of me talking to you. The other thing I wanted to share was that you all of us are in a very interesting time in a space right now, and the reason being that is that what happened about 10 years back when cloud computing came in, and I don't know whether you have been or seen that change, but obviously we have been in the industry when we started using drives, online Google Drives, etc., which has become a part of life now. And similarly, AI has been, over the past couple of years, is game changing. And I'm sure that all of you 18 years old, 17 years old, I'm sure that you use AI a lot. But when you look at careers, you have to also look at the application of artificial intelligence in enterprise environment who are going to hire you. So if you are asking a question to AI, where is the nearest, cinema hall, or where is the nearest, or simple thing is that how can I make a presentation? That's one part of the usage, but the bigger usage is that how will it change the enterprise environment? And that is where the one of the areas where the huge change is happening is in the field of cybersecurity, where AI is being implemented. But before that, the whole story starts with the urge for organizations to use technology, use various different facets of technology like communication, data, Internet of Things, automation, cybersecurity, networking, etc. The whole objective is we are talking about digital transformation of the whole enterprise organizations. And that means that and when you talk about digital transformation, the objective of organizations is how can we spend less and earn more, first of all. Second is that how can we be a better organization to our customers? How can we improve our service delivery? And that is where what we term as and this term that you see on the screen here, digital transformation, is not a technology term, but it's a business term which uses technology to carry out how organizations translate. And that is what you're seeing, that and I'm sure that, again, with your generation, I don't know how much of traditional broadcasting you have seen, and all those set-top boxes and the older technology. But now, with the cable coming in, and now obviously you don't need anything. And that is an example of how organizations like Amazon or Apple or Netflix, etc., they converted their business from something which was happening and then use of technology, and then change it to something completely different. And the objective right now is obviously for all of these broadcasting organization or entertainment organizations is to provide you the best content. And that is exactly that happened through digital transformation. Another great example is banking to electronic banking. How many of you or us still walk into a bank to do our transaction physically? We use online UPI, we use e-banking, etc. And that again has created so much of ease among consumers like us. And then of course there are some other great examples like traditional oil fields where there is a lot of manpower requirement and machinery requirement. We are moving that from traditional oil fields where you dig for oil, and move into digital oil field with sensor driven equipments that has a command and control center where you can analyze the data and be more predictive about whether you are drilling a hole on the earth where the probability of striking gas and oil is more or less. So I just wanted to give you a very high level, simple, examples of digital transformation. And this is what this is what the the end result that you're seeing. For a consumer, it does not matter what happens in the back end, but then what you see on the front end is how influencing is happening, how the community overall is being helped by technology, be it a UPI, or be it sharing of knowledge, or being information that will save your life. You've seen that recently there was a huge earthquake in Venezuela where there were some people died. Obviously it's very unfortunate, but then there were also thousands who were saved because there was a messaging system, using phone sensors that alerted a lot of people that within a few seconds there is an earthquake coming in. And of course India also launched that, where you get a lot of notification nowadays. There was one in Delhi. There's heat wave coming in, anything of that sort. So that is all what we mean by digital transformation, and I just covered this already: improving user experience, streamlining business, simplifying services, and utilize analytics. So the next, obviously, it's a big topic that we talk about today. Earlier this year, the government organized a big artificial intelligence, a big seminar, a big conference in India. Everybody is talking about artificial intelligence, and the big question therefore is that is AI, how is AI going to affect us on a day-to-day life? It is already doing that. I was recently in my leadership team meeting, and there were a lot of presenters, including myself, who used AI to beautify our slides, or to create the relevant content, and create a better version of what you're doing. Obviously, the input and therefore prompting becomes very important. You need to understand how good you are in asking questions. But then the big question then is that what happens to your jobs? One is, how does it affect your life? And the second one is that when you hit the workforce after 4 years, what happens to the job? And as you can see that the broad technology job roles will not change. They will still be software development, there will be IT enablement, there is data analytics, there's IT infrastructure, because obviously AI cannot live without the infrastructure. You have got uh, the bottom line is infrastructure, the hardware and the servers and so on, and the networking that goes on at the end. And then of course you have the applications, and then that whole AI framework that is there. But then the whole point is that, so this, on the left side, the honeycomb, uh, the blocks that you're seeing, they're not going to change. But what will change is that the skills that are required for an IT infrastructure engineer, or a software engineer, or a data engineer, those will go through a change with AI coming in. So it is a constructive tool, it is an augmentative tool. And what we are happening is that there is a creative destruction in the world, where what is happening is there is one order changing and a new one coming in. So organizations across the world are finding the right balance between human and machine, and human and AI kind of balance that they would like to kind of attract towards. So obviously what we are looking at, AI will augment the existing workforce's knowledge, and it will be a tool rather than it will be a destructive possibility. Yes. So what will happen is that if you are doing 10 tasks in your job, 2 tasks will be taken over by AI. So basically what is happening, for the rest of the 8 tasks, you are much more productive. And that is what I foresee, and our organization, CompTIA, we foresee that this is what's going to happen over the next several years. But then interestingly, AI was actually, when you talk about cybersecurity, AI was actually first utilized by the bad actors. You look at the social aspect of it, phishing calls or phishing emails that were earlier done by humans, and therefore quite trackable. Now, there's an AI agent or an engine doing it. And so therefore it becomes very difficult to track them. I'm sure that you've heard about deep fakes, and then one of the biggest areas is where deciphering of passwords, and you might keep complex passwords, but then there are, people have developed AI tools that can decipher passwords. And finally, what is actually changing the game is something that we call as data poisoning. And the meaning of that is, so when you talk about an AI, and being very basic about it, is that it's a system which analyzes a huge amount of data and gives you a relevant answer. But and obviously there is a middleware which is there, which is called the large language model. And those models are basically intelligent models that have been developed using that whole data analytics piece of it. But then what happens when somebody is able to hack and change the data and the large language models itself? And that is what we call as data poisoning. So whatever good questions that you're asking, you will always be returned by a wrong answer. But then on the other hand, we are also using artificial intelligence by all of us cybersecurity professionals for threat detection, or responding to once the hack has happened, or once the vulnerability has been identified. We can do a lot better predictive analysis of how a whole enterprise will be attacked, and how will those the malwires, the bad viruses, how will this spread across the system endpoint, how is your end phone or the laptop or the IoT device, how will they be detected, and so on and so forth. So there are two things that are happening in the world today. One is AI for security, and the second aspect is security for AI, which means that we are developing better AI capabilities for being better cybersecurity professionals. And two is that we are also developing means to secure the large language model, so secure the data that we're talking about, and that is what we call a security for AI. So that is the direction that we are going towards. And if you look at the various different types of cybersecurity, it starts with critical infrastructure, which is the electric grid of the nation, or the airport network of the nation, the flight operations, or the water. And as you know that, more and more what is happening today is that we are moving towards cyber physical devices, which means that devices that are that has sensors. And therefore what we should go with the assumption is that if any device is connectable, and if any device has a sensor, that is also hackable. And it is very dangerous when you think about airport grid lines, or telecommunications, or your research that universities are doing, or the space technology. Those are the kind of critical infrastructure that is hit. Then we have network security, is predominantly when one computer connects with the other computer, or the world wide web. um, that connectivity can be hacked. Endpoint is your phone devices or your IoT devices, the software that you are building, mobiles, the cloud that we are working, and so on and so forth. And then finally, so the world is looking at a whole different way how to use AI for cybersecurity, and that is being reflected by um, a new philosophy within the industry, which is called zero trust network architecture, which goes with the fact that, be it a human or a machine or an AI bot or whoever it is, we don't trust anyone, and therefore we have to create a network that goes with predefined understanding of who we allow the data to be accessed with, and that's called zero trust network architecture. And it's very interesting to see that all of this being in action today, as we see that 36 billion records. And look at this data here. During the first half of 2020, 36 billion records were exposed, and now today it has reached to trillion of records, because more and more, especially in high growth countries like India and Southeast Asia, where the penetration of mobile is highest, and also the usage of mobile, usage of applications are the highest, I think we are at a bigger stress. And that's the reason why we need to understand that the world requires a lot of cybersecurity professionals. And that was the objective behind us starting this whole curriculum and course with LPU. I had the privilege of being a part of founding this course in 2021 and 2022, where we launched this program. We devised this curriculum together along with many more industry specialists. But going back to the point is that many people say that cybersecurity is equal to hacking, but on the contrary, it's not. It is basically all about protection. So over the next 4 years, if you opt for this course, which is the integrated program in BTech honors in cybersecurity and blockchain, you will be great protectors and valued in the industry as the I always say guardian angels of the cybersecurity world. And so therefore we are creating protectors, and we are creating people who can actually safeguard organizational data and organizational assets from cyber hacking. And you do these with and this is all what we are going to teach, how to implement a proactive security solution, how to focus cybersecurity on a cloud-based workflow, how do we move into that zero trust network architecture that we are talking about, how do we understand threats better. And all of that is job role of cybersecurity engineer or a cybersecurity analyst that we are trying to produce. And this again showcases that in the modern age, it's all about these four areas. You have to protect the organizational asset. Two is that you have to manage the risks that are already there. There is no business which runs without a risk. It's all about how you manage the risk. And then you have minimize the disruption, and then of course you follow the compliance. And I always give an analogy of us as humans. We already have certain vulnerabilities that are there with us. No human being is completely safe from any attack from diseases from outside. So it's all about understanding the and managing that risk. And we do that with your lifestyle. We do exercises, we eat healthy, and so on and so forth. So that is all the risk management part of it. And that also becomes a part of the protection. But then we also take supplements, and that becomes protection. So risk management and protection by doing healthy lifestyle to our body, utilizing and so that we are not we are not hit. But then we all fall sick. At times there's a viral attack, or this we have a stomach upset, or we have a cold and cough, or whatever it is. If it happens, we talk about incident response, that how do you respond that, and how do you minimize the disruption, which is where your medicines comes in. And then the final part is compliance, which means that what you are having as a medicine, or what systems that you're following to get yourselves okay. If you're going to a hospital, if you are having a medicine prescribed by a doctor, that prescription or the medicine should follow a certain compliance standards that are set up by the government and by the industry, which says that this is safe for you. So that exactly is the whole objective of cybersecurity. And the second, a lot of people confuse blockchain with Bitcoin, but actually it's a technology that is used for securing information when it moves from one node to the other. And today it's used in multiple areas. Predominantly, the largest one is financial fraud reduction. And the financial industry, and also the legal industry, which is there's a lot of smart contracts that are happening, which are making those contracts non-changeable when it goes from one organization to the other organization. So when we saw the growth in the we call it CAGR, or computing annual growth rate, is huge in blockchain markets, and a lot of people are putting in a lot of money. So we decided that we will take up these two elements of the industry of future, cybersecurity and blockchain, and create a course and run it along with an industry leader, and that is Quick Heal Technology. So CompTIA is, I'll talk a little bit more about it later, but then CompTIA is actually one of the world's largest developer of, and I'll come to it later. But then before that, let me finish the whole demand of cybersecurity professionals in India. It's close to about 8 lakhs from a very verified sources, when we say that about 8 lakh people are demanded today in an ideal scenario required, and that's the reason we developed it. And the whole course we developed in such a way that we give students the core skills, which are very strong understanding of operating systems, networking, cloud, programming, and then of course the domain skills of cybersecurity and blockchain. And then uh, uh, we always talk that, okay, everybody does a BTech, in computer science engineering, or BTech in IT. Why did we even thought about launching a specialized honors course rather than a conventional BTech? And the answer to that lies in the fact that, first of all, uh, industry wants technology focused people right now. I mean, gone are the days when they would hire you and train you internally on multiple technologies and then put you on a job role. Today, the industry is asking for more and more specialized and readily baked candidates who can produce, or who can be productive from day one. And that's, they call it 0-day deployment, where they say that, we will kind of we don't want to spend money on retraining people internally, at least for the first 5 or 6 years of the career. What we want to do is that we want to rather spend that money in providing them a higher growth opportunities internally. And that's the reason they say that we want a specialized candidate rather than a generic candidate. And that is the reason why we said that we need to have a course that starts teaching cybersecurity from the third semester itself. And that is the reason why we created this BTech honors in cybersecurity and blockchain, in with tie-up with CompTIA, and that is what we bring, and obviously that is the collaboration. LPU, the largest private university in India, CompTIA, the largest technology certification providers, and we brought together our strengths and created this honors program, so that we are able to provide industry with the best in class students who are kind of hands-on, who are leaders in the field of cybersecurity, which definitely is the fastest growing technology career option today. Learn end-to-end cybersecurity from CompTIA. Like, I mean, part of the whole thing is us. We are the industry representatives in terms of skills, and then hands-on, and that is a very major aspect. We do a lot of hands-on workshops, seminars for students specifically who choose this course. And then of course the whole employment, which is much more better than a standard BTech. And then of course, along with that, throughout the journey of the 4 years, you also get 4 globally recognized certification from CompTIA. So and that whole, we work along with our esteemed partner Quick Heal Technology, who are India's foremost leaders in developing. They were the first Indian company to develop an antivirus for endpoint, be it your computer or be it your phone, etc. And they have brought that expertise of that whole building, that whole product and services side into, and so therefore when they deploy the trainers, those trainers are industry practitioners who come and share the best practices that we are taught. And then of course, these are the 4 CompTIA certifications that you get once you cross. The second question obviously is that uh, why has LPU partnered with CompTIA and nobody else? And I think that is all about our size, in the skilling industry of the world. We have certified, about 35 lakh individuals across the world, and we are the world's #1 vendor neutral IT certification organization. And you can just go and, Google it. You can find out more about CompTIA. In the interest of time, I'll not go into too depth about it. But then what we do is that we observe the industry very carefully, and we come up with certifications and learning content that are mapped to the industry requirement. And therefore, the curriculum that we have developed is very contemporary. We have included industry immersion with mentorship and project experience. uh, we have global certifications from CompTIA. The pedagogy is very innovative. The way we teach students is very innovative, and it's obviously interdisciplinary, because we're just not teaching cybersecurity. We are teaching all the allied technologies that are required for it. For example, cloud computing or Linux. Or operating system, as I said, and uh, you know, uh, that is required for somebody who is required to be a good cybersecurity expert. So that is the benefit. And you all must be hearing a lot about Industry 4.0 and the kind of uh, next, which is already ongoing right now with AI and machine learning technologies coming in. The curriculum of the universities has to map with this fast-paced industry, and that is the four elements that we work with LPU and CompTIA together: is curriculum, pedagogy, faculty, and labs. So those are the four key areas that we focus on. And in fact, right before this call, the professor in charge called me up and said that, you have launched a new version of this, of your certification, which is included. Can you just start immediately, share with me the lab, so that we can introduce immediately with the current semester students? So that's the kind of engagement that we have. And the last point that I wanted to discuss is, and Daljit and Kaushal I'll take another 2 minutes, 5 minutes to kind of just wrap it up, because at the end of the day, everybody is interested in this big question: is that where is the job prospect after completion? And because cybersecurity spans across the technology domain, so very interestingly, you will see that there is a Nike here, there's a Sony here, there is a MasterCard and Wells Fargo from the financial industry. There are services companies like Capgemini and Accenture. There is global IT infrastructure companies like NTT, NetApp, IBM, etc., Intel, and so on. So as a cybersecurity professional, you have the probability of getting absorbed with across the program. And now, so what has happened with the students who have already been a part of this curriculum? As I said, that we launched this program in 21 and 22, and the 21 actually, and the first batch of students came out in 2025. And I'm happy to state that all of these, the first batch of students, they have got cybersecurity positions, and they're doing extremely well in multiple organizations that were looking specifically for cybersecurity professionals, and just not software developers, but cybersecurity professionals. And this is all available in in LinkedIn, and all of these students, and some of these actually I've picked up, they are your seniors at Lovely Professional University, who are already doing some excellent, they're doing some excellent work. They're doing some excellent internships. They're all CompTIA certified. They've gone through this program or going through this program as we speak. And the last aspect is that even if you decide to eventually go out for a higher education, I'm happy to say that some of these universities in US offer, they are some of the best cybersecurity. They offer some of the best cybersecurity courses, and all of them accept CompTIA certifications or certified student as credit waivers, and therefore, you do not need to pay for those courses if you are CompTIA certified. I'll stop here. You can reach out to me via LinkedIn, which is the most preferred means that I respond to. You can visit our website www.comptia.org/resources. You'll get a lot of white papers and information about cybersecurity there. And obviously, then we hand it over to Daljit and Kaushal sir for the rest of the proceedings.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pradipto Chakrabarti, and it was a wonderful session. So now I would request to our admission nominee, Mr. Ankit Kaushal, to be on this one. Over to you, Mr.
First of all, thank you so much, Mr. Pradipto sir, for this wonderful session and giving us insights about cybersecurity in blockchain. Hi, very good morning to each and all present out here. So today I'm here for a small career counseling session, and I believe this session can help you out to detect and analyze that which institution can be a better for you for the future goals. So I will be sharing a screen. Dalvinder ma'am, just I request your inputs that do let me know once the screen is visible.
Yes. Yes, it's visible. You can continue, Mr. Ankit.
Thank you so much for confirmation. So, my dear friends, I would like to start from the trends. So, I would like to start firstly from the trends that what the student exactly wants in real-time situations as per the industry standards. So, whenever you are selecting any of the institute, you should always check upon that the institution which is being selected by me is stepping ahead and making a good tie-up with the industries. If so, then yes, you can give a preference to that institute. The industry tie-ups helps you to get a real-time experience on the live projects, and secondly, the updated curriculum. Second is the trend is of work integrated program. There are few programs which we are running, and even few of the more nominated institutions are being running this program. That is work integrated, means once the student completes the degree, gets an experience letter. Third, you should always check upon what majorly students ask us about the international options. So I'm very happy to tell you that currently we are having tie-up with 300 plus institutions worldwide, where our students are getting an options or the opportunities to get a real-time experience from the foreign countries' education system, and even the more exposure towards the internships. So our students are not getting an internship within the country. You are getting an options to go abroad in Dubai, in USA, America, France. You name the developed countries where our students are going and getting in internships also from there. And not only the internships, if you are having interest to go for a semester exchange for any one of the semesters, or 3 to 4 weeks study tour, that options also we are providing. So if you are choosing lovely professional university, you will get all these trends which is currently going in the market. Now, the next question arises, the student generally asks us that on which factors and parameters we should check the institute. So I would like to inform you that you should always check first of all the accreditations and approvals, because these accreditations and approvals the university is not giving ourselves. These are the government agencies, outer agencies whose work is to give the ratings based upon the performances, and we are running all the programs as a professional degrees which has been approval by the government agencies and the private approvals. Next is of course the placements. You will be spending your 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years as per the programs. You should always look upon that what are the outcomes after completion of this degree. We will be discussing later on in more detail. Next is about industry interactions. You should always check upon that institution is inviting the industry leaders for the seminars, workshops, HR conclaves. If yes, then one of the parameter that also can be checked in your checklist. I've written 2 times rankings and awards because I would like to tell you we have n number of rankings and awards based upon our current performances. The study abroad options, the updated curriculum, and not only the academics. We are totally dedicated towards the extra co-curricular activities where you will be getting more diversity and exposure within the campus only. Means here the students are from 28 states from India plus 50 plus countries worldwide. So the knowledge which the books cannot even give you, you will be getting that knowledge by directly interacting with the state person or the outer world country person, and you can make a good networks which can help you in your future life. And again, I have written 2 types the infrastructure because it is the India's largest private university. Everything is inside one house only. And of course, the greater scholarships we are running and the campus size. So these are the factors you should always check upon before you select any of the institute. And of course, if you give a selection to help you, you will get all these features within one campus only. Now let's quickly check upon few of the rankings and the ratings. I'm very happy and proud to tell you that latestly we have been awarded with NAC A++ grade, which is the highest foremost grade given by NAC. And we achieved the highest score also, that is 3.68 out of a scale of 4, which makes us number 1 amongst all private universities of India. So it itself tells about our quality and the placement and the features, the facilitation, the qualified faculties who will be teaching you, that this rankings cover all these features. And all your degrees which you will be receiving from here are UGC regulated, University Grant Commission. Few of the accreditations, suppose few students are looking towards agriculture programs, we are approved by ICR, Indian Council for Agriculture Research, and even we are the first private university to get this approval of ICR. It's definitely a proud moment for us and for you also if you become the part of our institute. Next is if you're selecting business programs, our accreditations is ACBSP. If you are looking towards education program, it should be approved by a body, that is NCTE, National Council for Teacher Education. So you name the accreditation or the approval we are having with us. If you're looking for law programs, it is approved by Bar Council of India. If you're looking towards architecture, it is Council of Architecture approved programs. So next, quickly check about the placement records. I would be very happy to tell you that every year more than 2100 plus companies visits here, and our students are already working in the Fortune companies. The companies which goes to IITs, NITs, IIM, big prestigious institution of India also comes here because of the competitions. And nowadays the industries wants the competent students. So again, I would like to tell you the average package, the top 25% students which easily able to crack this packages is 10.1 lakhs per annum. So can you believe a fresher student just after completing 12th, just completing 3 to 4 years of the degree and getting a starting package of nearly across 1 lakh per month, 2 lakh per month, that our students are easily able to do so. And you can see in this graphical representation, every year the number of companies are increasing and the number of average packages is also increasing. Now let's talk about certain star placements where our students has broken this benchmarks. I would be very happy again to tell you that the highest package which a student is able to crack is 2.5 crores and currently working as a senior principal in AI and robotics company. And why this student is able to get to this greater heights, the reason being is the internships. He have been got an exposure during the studies to visit to Singapore, USA, Japan, and he got a various greater knowledges from there and makes him apart from as compared to other students studying in their program and got a greater packages. Not only one student, there are multiple students you can share in the slides. Student named Betty Reddy Naga got a package of 1 CR. Another student, Hari Krishna Mathur, got a package of 64 lakhs per annum, and so far. Few names of the companies like Palo Alto Network, MotorQ, Google, these have given a very exciting packages based upon the skill set of the students. Our alumni who have already passed out from LPU is currently working in the Google, Yahoo, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Bank of America. You name the again brand and the company, our students are currently working in the leading roles. Now, what this industry emergence brings to us. This industry, when we do a tie-up with any of the industry, that industry helps the students to bring industry projects, the real-time projects, right? The online learning spaces, you will get an access of the softwares where you will be working on it. Better associations and majorly the training and internships part. I'm very proud to tell you that we are currently standing tall at 31st position in the NIRF ranking, that is National Institutional Ranking Framework, which is given by Ministry of Education, Government of India. And if we talk about only the engineering domain, we are at 48th position. So I would be likely to tell you that we have even got a very great ranking, means we have surpassed even many IITs and NITs also because of our rankings and the services which we provide to the students. Not only the national rankings, we have also been recognized in the international rankings. The World University Ranking in 2026 latestly has given us a rating of 5th. Now let's talk few of the study abroad options. We are giving the options to students in BTech, that is 2+2 options. 2 years you can study here at LPU. 2 years you can study in the foreign land, in which universities or the colleges you are interested in the foreign countries. And the end result is the final degree will be awarded by the foreign university. It saves your cost also, budgeting also, and you get a easily in future PR also, or you wanted to study master's degree there, it becomes easy for you because of the MOU tie-up of the institute. Semester exchange options, summer winter options, you will be getting internship options in the global platforms, and various scholarships, and you can do masters abroad. These are few glimpses of our students who have gone to Canada, USA, France, UK, Australia, and you can also become one of them. Talking about curriculum, I would like to tell you, LPU upgrades its curriculum after every 6 months, because you also know you are using the mobile phones. Every day the pro version or the new next version of the mobile phone is coming, because technology is changing or evolving very fast. So we are also trying our best level that whatever the industries are doing, the students should get the real-time experience, so that after completion of degree, they do not face any challenges to get employability. So we'd like to tell you, we are offering a pathways. Whenever you enroll in any of the program, we ask the student that what you exactly wanted to become. You wanted to become or go in a government sectors, corporate sector, you wanted to go towards research work, you wanted to start your own venture, entrepreneurship. Based upon your inputs provided, we start working right from the first semester, so that the end result, when you reaches to the final year, when the company reaches, you can get as per your dreams. Industry focused curriculum, skill enhancement. We work on OS model, one student, one skill. We offer at least 15 options to the student, and you can choose any of this to enhance your skills. Flexibility, talking about more options, professional development. You know that right now you are coming from after 12th, where you have given the board examination in written format. But many students faces challenges because they cannot communicate properly in a way which the industry demands. So right from first semester, we start working on your communication skills, not only the English part. If you're interested to learn Spanish language, German language, Japanese language, that all inputs you will be getting inside the campus. Research work, if you're interested towards master's degree or wanted to go towards research, that well establishment of the infrastructure and the faculties you will be getting based upon your specialized areas. Interdisciplinary minors. Not only you have selected CSE as one of the core subject and you will be studying about coding or cybersecurity or blogging only. Suppose if you have interest in gaming, if you have interest in designing parts. So we are giving you option in every semester curriculum that you can choose additional 2 subjects free of cost, which is based upon your passion. That also you can do. Talking about extra co-curricular activities, means the sports part. I guess you have seen this image multiple times earlier also, but I would again like to tell that 24 LPU students participated in the Paris Olympics game. In India or outside the world, every institution is stepping ahead to prove themselves in sports as well. But very few institution has been reached to that benchmark where the student has got achievements also. These are the few pictures you have seen. Neeraj Chopra, Bajrang Punia, hockey player, Mirabai Chanu, weightlifter, Vinesh Fogart, wrestler. All these are alumni of LPU. So if you are having interest in sports, you will be getting very great platforms, and you can also in coming days can reach to the Olympics level or the international levels. And not only the students has participated in Olympics, they got a medal for the country and for the institution. And due to their achievements, LPU becomes the second largest university contingent after USA to send the students, maximum highest students towards the Olympics. These are few glimpses where students participated in Khelo India Games, Asian Games, and multiple other games. For the entertainment of students, there are bands like Coke Studio came in the campus for the entertainment of the students. For the exposure part, I guess you all are aware with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He visited in a campus in 2019 in very big event 106 Indian Science Congress, and he given a slogan Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, Jai Anusandhan. So Jai Anusandhan, he joined this wording in our campus only, which focused upon the research work. So our all faculties who will be teaching you inside the campus are well qualified PhD holders. Few of the personalities which keeps on coming to the institute for giving a better guidance to student. Former Finance Minister Shri Arun Jaitley ji visited to the campus and started a School of Education, School of Entrepreneurship or Startup in 2016. Prime Minister, President Shri Pranab Mukherjee visited to our campus. Dalai Lama, Shah Rukh Khan, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Gopal Das ji, Akshay Kumar, Jacqueline Fernandez, Bhangra Guinness Book Record, Sonam Kapoor. So these all are the personalities which comes to campus time to time for the promotion of their movies and to interact with the student, so that the student who wanted to excel in the same career can rise sharply after their guidance. So at last, I would like to tell you, we believe in holistic development where we give an environment of academics to students, extra co-curricular activities, and a better exposure and more opportunities so that you can rise or get the dream jobs little fast. Talking about infrastructure of campus, it's the India's largest private university built up in a 600 plus acres land, where you will get all the facilitation inside the campus only, starting from university hospitals, indoor sports complexes, all types of ATM services. Everything is inside one campus. This is few of the pics of the infrastructure view, a night vision of the hostels, electricity generation through smart panels, hospital views, gym facilitations, computer labs to our students, library accesses, shopping malls within the campus, and a very big auditorium having a capacity of 3,000 plus students sit at one go. Olympic type indoor stadiums where a 20 set of badminton courts, basketball courts, shooting ranges inside the campus, Olympic type swimming pool. So you can enjoy this facilitation once you join the campus. And not only this, we provide the world-class residential facilities also within the campus only. The hostels for boys and girls are totally separate, and it is ragging-free campus, where starting from entrance to exit, everything is in digitalized format. Now you might be thinking how to join this great institute. I would like to tell you we are conducting our own in-house exam named as LPUNEST, which states Lovely Professional University National Entrance and Scholarship Test. So this is the first step. You need to apply for this exam, qualify this exam, then only you can join this university. Now let's talk about the important dates. The registration is currently going on. You can apply as soon as possible for this examination. After the exam, the result will be declared within 4 days. The student who have already qualified the exam, for them the last date of admission is currently going is 30th June with the highest scholarship benefit. And the students who will be applying today or by tomorrow for this examination, for them the last date of admission will be 10th of July with the highest advantages of the scholarships. Now you might be thinking, what are the scholarships we are providing? I would like to tell you our university slogan is transforming education, transforming India, which means education for all. So we believe in providing more and more scholarship to every student so that fees cannot be a restriction part for any student here. So we give scholarships. If you have any work experiences prior, you can get add-on advantages in the fees. If you have qualified any national level tests, CUET, JEE Mains examination, then also you can get add-on advantages in the fees. If you are working on innovation startup projects, we can help you to boom up that projects. Sports and cultural activities, if you have any good level of district level, state level, zonal level, or international achievements in sports, you can grow more here. Social service, if you are interested in NCC, you can join inside the campus. Next is board toppers, also joins our campus. And the outer agencies, which gives the scholarships to students like Tata, Reliance, that also you can apply, or the state government agencies giving certain fundings, you can surely apply for it. More amount of scholarships, if your parents is working in defense, then also we are providing, or they might be a retired ex-serviceman, then also you can apply for the benefits. If your parents' profession is teaching, then also we give the benefits to the students. If you are belonging from economical weaker section, single girl child, single mother child, or few disabled students, they can also enjoy a few of the scholarship advantages based upon selection of the programs. Now, I would like to take a small tour with all of you of our official website, that from where you can check all these details in more detailed manner. What you all need to do, you need to go to our official website, that is lpu.in. Once you open this website, you will see at bottom at the right side one icon here. This icon tells you about 360-degree view. Suppose you are from South State, you cannot instantly visit to the campus. This service will help you digitally to see the campus, how the campus infrastructure is, how the labs is there, everything you can make a tour from here. If you wanted expert guidance or the more detailed knowledge about your selected program, you can schedule a call from our expert free of cost from here. If you wanted any of the details on your WhatsApp about prospectus, brochures, you can start a chat in this WhatsApp number. We are conducting a live video counseling for your assistance that you can join. And the most importantly, we are available at your state itself. LPU offices in your city. I would like to little bit explore this option. Suppose we are having 17 permanent offices. I take an example of Delhi. Suppose you are from Delhi. We are having our office in this address, and the contact number of the representative is flashed here. What you all need to do, you just need to ring these numbers, take a prior appointment, and visit to the office. Our team will help you throughout, means to understand the process throughout and help you out to carry forward the process. 17 offices of permanent. In case there is no permanent office in your state yet, we have the other counseling offices, are Carbon teams, where the team members try to change their position after an interval of 7 or 10 days. So taking example of Assam, you are from Guwahati. So in Guwahati, we have representatives, the addresses mentioned of the hotels. You can contact this number for a expert guidance in your regional language also. Now, let's talk about program. Suppose if you want to see any of the program details, you need to go to this admissions button. After 12th, you need to click on regular programs. Once you click on regular programs, you need to go to this engineering button, this discipline, select your branch, computer science engineering. And now let's take an example of CompTIA program, BTech, Honors, CSC, Cybersecurity and Blockchain. So my friends, first of all, I would like to tell you, this is a specialized program. Specialized means this specialization will start right from the first semester when you join this program. And what are exciting options you will be getting inside this program, that also we will discuss. First of all, the duration of program is 4 years, 8 semesters. If you are interested in this program, the requirement is very simple. You should have only 60% marks in 12th with physics, maths and English. These 3 subjects you must have studied and qualified. And you need to appear in our Alpinist examination, which is mandatory. Suppose if you want to skip this examination, then you should have minimum 80% in JEE Mains exam, or you must have qualified CUT exam. If you come by JEE Mains or CUT provision, then our Alpinist exam can also be skipped. Now the question arises, how you can give this examination of Alpinist? We are conducting this exam from remotely proctored mode. You can give the exam from your home itself if you have a good infrastructure, a good internet connectivity and a better laptop. If you do not have, no need to worry. We have the test centers available in your state only, where you can go and write this examination. Now let's quickly talk about the fee structure. So the fees totally depends upon caliber of student. Better your performances, lesser will be the fees. Although our fees is 2 lakh per semester with scholarship, but I would like to make you aware that you do not need to pay 2 lakh for semester, because we are offering scholarship ranging from 20% to maximum 35%. I take an example. Suppose if you have 80 to 89.9% in 12th, directly you will be getting 20% scholarship in the fees, and the fee will become only 1,60,000 per semester. And you can scholarship up to 25%, and the fee will become 1,30,000 per semester. Most important part is, once you get any scholarship at the time of admission on basis of academics, that scholarship will be given to you throughout the program. Means there is no condition that you need to maintain this percentage of attendance, or you means these things. There are certain conditions by other institutions. When you go there or inquire, they inform them that attendance is so much mandatory. For us also, attendance is mandatory, minimum 75%, but there is no continuation criteria in this scholarship. It will be given throughout the program to you without any condition. Examination fees, which you need to pay additional 5,000 per semester, and one time uniform fees, that is 4,000 rupees. So I guess you all got this information. Now I would like to tell little more about this program, about cybersecurity and blockchain. Cybersecurity, as sir has already guided you much more in detail. Cybersecurity is just protecting your digital apparatus from hacking. And you know, there is a very huge demand of cybersecurity engineers or the experts, because every industry nowadays is working on data only. You go to bank, open your bank account, you give certain data. That data is to be secured by the bank agencies. Then the cybersecurity engineers come into play. That way, protect your data from hacking. Blockchain, the few examples like cryptocurrency, supply chain organization use this blockchain. Means once any transaction is done, it cannot be erased. It is decentralized mechanism. Means visible to everyone once any transaction is done. And I would also like to highlight that there is only very few institutions currently in India which is offering this program in both combination. Either you will find cybersecurity only in a program or a blockchain, but we are offering combination of both, and that too with a leading industry tie-up partner. IT expert industry CompTIA comes into play with giving you more skilled certifications and enhancing your knowledge. What CompTIA is providing you, 12 to 16 specialized courses by the experts, which you will be learning extra in this program. Certifications mentioned here. Not only this, we are also providing you seed money also. Seed money means you wanted to launch your own software. You have developed your own software. For that, we are granting you 20,000 rupees to take that software to greater heights. If you're working on any great project, we are granting you 2 to 5 lakh rupees financial support so that you can work better in that software. If you wanted to grant grant any patents after development, then also we are providing certain funds to student in this program additionally for your supports. So these all things you will be getting, and a dual mentor support. One mentor for your studies and second mentor is for your industrial works, live projects works as in support for you. So how to apply this? You need to click on this button. Step 1 is register for LPUnist. Step 2 is apply for LPUnist, qualify the exam, book the slot. Step 4 is check your result if you qualify. Step 5 is you can take admission by just paying a minimum amount of 10,000 rupees, and rest amount you can pay as soon as possible after the admission. And I would like to tell you 10,000 is the part of the semester fees only. It is not any extra amount. And lastly, one more thing I would like to tell you, if you want to get a more deeper insights about CSC domain only, what you will need to do on this website only, above the eligibility section, we have added one page of a discipline. Just simply click on it. You will get all insights about computer science and engineering world. So in this page, you will get the highest package details, average top 10% packages, offers which a student received, and the recruiters coming for only for CSC students. These are the recruiters' names: Microsoft, Amazon, Bosch, Cisco, Google, and many more. And next is, most of the student ask us about the faculty details, that which faculty will be teaching me. We have given you all details for your ready reference. When you click on faculty, you can see every faculty details, their experiences, their research works, everything is flashed for you ready references. So lastly, I would like to end my session by giving a small homework to all of you. I would request especially to visit this page once this session is completed and read this frequently asked questions. Whatever the questions is currently coming in your mind, I'm very pretty much sure that all these questions we have covered here with the dedicated answers for your queries. So please go through it. Thank you so much. Dalvinder ji, over to you, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ankit. So can we take the questions now, Mr. Pradipto and Mr. Ankit? So thanks for giving me a chance to address your questions. Now, Dilpreet is with us. Dilpreet is asking, how can students prepare for a successful cybersecurity career in an AI-driven world?
Well, I think first and foremost is to identify the job role in more details. I mean, a lot of people jump into and that has been the historically that has been the engineering, computer science trend. People by default they would like to go into software development or data analytics or things like that without thinking two things. One is that what I am specializing in is that has a relevant in the industry, and second is what does that job role really what is that job, what will I do in that job role. So I would recommend first and foremost to go through the details of the job role, cyber and the pathway also. Today you are a cybersecurity engineer, tomorrow you become an analyst, then you become a pen tester, then you become a senior security engineer, architect, and so on and so forth. So that is the second part, is the career growth. And third is understand what are the fundamental skills that are required. As a part of this course that Ankit showed and I also talked about in my presentation, all of that is already covered. So in this AI world, obviously you need to have understand the fundamentals of artificial intelligence, which will be covered. We recently launched a certification called Security AI or Sec AI, which is required for people who are security engineers and AI knowledge that is relevant for that. The university is already evaluating that new program to include in the curriculum. So I think the fundamentals, as long as that is okay, if you're convinced that I want to be a cybersecurity engineer and I want to be in this domain because there is enough opportunity there. I mean, I can say whatever I will, or Ankit will say whatever he will, but then at the end of the day, it's a public knowledge. You can find out from market that what is the demand of cybersecurity engineering. Once that decision has been made and you have understood that whether your I would not say skill, because right now you're not skilled to do that, you are just graduated from school. Your basic attributes, are you a problem solver? If something is thrown at you, are you able to quickly stand up on your feet and respond to that? So if those basic attributes are there, your cybersecurity career, okay, done. I have decided. The rest of it, leave it to us and to LPU and to our partner Quick Heal, who can deliver and train you for that particular domain in cybersecurity. So don't worry about that. You're on mute, Dalvinder, you're on mute.
I'm sorry. So Gaurav is with us. Gaurav is asking, what are the salary trends in AI-powered cybersecurity?
That's a great question, actually. There are two ways to answer that question. One is, today, as I said in my presentation, that, um, you know, the industry is changing. Like in the past, industry was a very templated manner that HR will come to the university, hire people, pay a certain standard entry level package, give them the training for 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is, and then absorb them, and then it depends on the individuals how you grow. Now what is happening, that there are two trends that has come in and which has disrupted that. One trend is that the industry wants specialized people. So that is the reason why we launched this program. Otherwise LPU is happy to keep on running their computer science engineering graduation, which they are still doing. But why did the university feel the need that we should launch something in association with CompTIA, which is specifically teaching cybersecurity and blockchain? Because there is a need in it, because the industry wants specialized people. And when the industry wants specialized people, they're ready to say that if you provide me that specialized student, I am ready to pay them a 20% or 25% more than what I am giving to my average software developer person, for example. So that has changed. So now if you look at an average, Ankit already showed the statistic, it's close to about 10 lakhs, and we're talking about this cohort. And over the next 4 years, it's very difficult to also predict, because geopolitical conditions, economic conditions, it's very difficult to predict. But then if you leave aside all of that, the industry is going. So the basic benchmark is that if the industry is going at the rate of, say, IT industry is growing at the rate of 25% or 15%, that's the kind of salary hike that will keep on happening. And then there are aberrations. The second aspect is also the emergence of startup organizations or innovation centers, which are, even if it's not a startup, there are a lot of multinational companies who are setting up their global capability centers here. So earlier, American company used to do innovation in US and then have people from India to support that innovation. Now they are deciding to do the innovation in India itself through the global capability centers. And what has happened is that when global capability centers are hiring people, again, it's not a run-of-the-mill hire, it's hiring specialized skill people. So therefore they are giving more. So those are the nuances that are happening. But to answer your question shortly, Ankit already shared about it. The average salary right now for an entry level without any experience is about 10 to 12 lakhs per annum. And LPU, I work with their placement team, and I've gotten record on, for the first batch that we ran this, which passed out in 25, almost everybody got a salary which is more than 10 lakhs per annum.
That's great. So I hope, Gaurav, you got your answer from our today's expert. So if anyone have any question regarding the admission, they just write on us at admissions@lpu.co.in, and you can do WhatsApp chat with us. Our WhatsApp number is 98525 I'm repeating the number. It's 98525 And once again, thanks to our experts, Mr. Pradipto and Mr. Ankit Kaushal. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, under admissions, then LPU Edu-Webinars. You will find the upcoming and the past webinars. And you can be assessed this webinar, this video later on YouTube as well. So stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I will be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you very much. Thank you.